Hello friends, myself Praveen Pathak. I am head of Advanced Diploma in Industrial Safety and lecturer in Chemical Engineering Department at KK Polytechnic, Nasik. So today we are going to discuss about the management subject. Under this, we are going to discuss the course outcome, that is use principles of directing and controlling for implementing the plans. Under this course outcome, the unit outcome is describe the managerial control action and remedial measures required. So in this presentation, the contents are managerial control, importance of controlling, understanding team, and links between various departments in respective of process and quality standards. So let us discuss one by one. So what are the steps involved in the managerial control? So this is the first step, that the organization must have established their standards by rigorous discussion, meetings and referring the different standards of the government and a non-government organization. And after establishing the standards, the performance of the organization should be measured. If the performance is compared with the established standards and if there is any deviation, then we have to adopt some corrective actions, right? So after comparing and determining the corrective action, we should go for the maintaining the status or correct the deviations, or we can change the standard itself. So depending on the severity of that particular deviation, we have to decide the controlling action, right? So these are the characteristics of this managerial control. It is a significant process in management. It is forward looking and backward looking function. It is the process that ensures that the performance is according to the pre-established standards. The main objective is to find out the mistakes so that they may be corrected and prevented from recurring. So to avoid the correction, to avoid the mistakes or the repetitions of the mistakes, we have to go for this correction and the controlling action. In order to seek planned results from the subordinates, a manager needs to exercise effective control over the activities of the subordinates. It is a goal oriented function. It is a primary function of every manager. It finds out an actual performance deviates from the standards, analyze the cause of such deviations and attempts to take the corrective actions. So these are the different characteristics of the managerial control. Now let us looking at the different benefits of this controlling. So these are the different benefits, like accomplishing organizational goals. So this controlling function measures the progress towards the organizational goals. So by measuring this progress, we can understand is there any deviation in the standard prescribed by the organization, and if it is any deviation, then we have to go for the corrective action. If the deviation is negligible, then no corrective action is needed. It also guides the organization and keeps it on the right track so that the organizational goals might be achieved within time with great efficiency. Then second benefit is judging accuracy of standard. A good control system enables management to verify whether the standards set are accurate. An efficient control system keeps a careful check on the changes taking place in the organization and in the environment. So whatever the changes taking place in the organization, the environment, in the inputs, in the processing, in the transformation, in the outputs, etc., then with the help of this careful check, we can judge the accuracy of these controlling parameters. Then third benefit is making useful uses of resources. So we can reduce the wastage and spoilage of the resources due to this controlling method. We can use the resources in most effective and efficient manner to perform the activities according to predetermined standards and norms. So if you reduce the wastage or spoilage, if you use the effective and efficient resources in the predetermined standard formats, then obviously the cost will going to reduce. Then fourth benefit is improving the employee motivation. If the employees are clear about their task, their activities, their responsibilities and accountabilities, obviously that employees can give us more and more output. So it helps employee to give the better performance. That is nothing but the motivations. So these are the some benefits due to this controlling. Now we have to understand what is team and the understanding team. So most of the activities in the organization are nothing but the teamwork. So each and every person from all the departments has some expertise or the skills which can perform easily if the supervisor coordinate all these persons and the activities involved. So to control the activities of the team, assign the work to team, train the team members, utilize the team member effectively, and if avoid the conflict among the team members, then we can understand the importance of this team. So we have to complete or we have to achieve the organizational goals, and for that goal we have to control all these activities of team with the help of these characteristics. Now there should be a coordination between the different departments like maintenance, quality, store, HR, sales, marketing, etc. Because we have to avoid the machine breakdown, we have to avoid the delay in material receiving, inventory or the quality related problems of finished product, etc. So to avoid all these unnecessary actions or the advert actions, we have to maintain the coordination between these departments. So what exactly this department does? So the maintenance department avoid machine breakdown time, routine machine overhauling, intimate about the breakdown. The quality control department communicate quality issues and restrict the errors in the job. Then store department requisite the material for production, communicate the quality of material to all department and keep recording of all the type of material like raw material, finished product or intermediates. Then marketing department collect the all information regarding these materials, and that is nothing but the market survey. This also communicate the available resources to marketing department and provide information of new products. Then HR department requisites of human requirement, provide the employee information, communicate HR related issues, resolve the issues regarding the human resources. Then design and development department provide the information about available resources on the shop floor, coordinate design related issues, train the employee for new development of product. And sales and service department fulfill the customer's requirement, and that customer's requirement fulfilling is nothing but the quality. So communicate the available resources and communicate the availability of the material to other departments. So this coordination of all these departments is very essential to avoid the unnecessary outputs from the process. So on the basis of the discussion, we can conclude that the managerial control action and teamwork is required to achieve the organizational goal. For the more details about this managerial control actions and teamwork, you can refer the MSBT manual. Thank you. Thank you for patient listening.